I have ideas, that comes into my mind that, hey, I can do this because there's people that will help me, there are funds.
So part of it is service and ideas to develop programs.
Very definitely.
And then knowing how to bring people together who can support that with resources is...
Right, and I think it has many different models, it has many different faces. We have community foundations within the state of Indiana that have youth philanthropy programs already established. Southern Indiana, which I know is a special place in your heart, they have a great organization going down there. And Northern Indiana also, with DECO Foundation and the Community Foundation of Southern Indiana, both have programs going. So that is involved with promoting youth philanthropy, and then there are other parts, organizations such as Youth as Resources, which is strictly the grant making. And then the commissioners basically also had that civic engagement, which are wonderful, opportunities for our youth to take with them for the rest of their adults.
So you're talking about a network here, aren't you,
We hope to.
of all kinds of people in the community, all kinds of organizations, bringing all different resources. You really are a community builder. Thank you so much for what you're doing all year long, and thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
We're pleased to be here. Thank you.
As Eileen and Amanda said, the Youth Philanthropy Initiative helps make possible all sorts of community strengthening activities. Now, philanthropy sounds like something that only older rich people do, but philanthropy comes in many different forms: donations to good causes or helping out when someone is in need. Sound familiar? I'm sure you are a philanthropist yourself. The YIPPY program sponsors a project that helps students learn the value of giving. It's called the Dollar Drive.
We give over $17,000 away.
We donated $15,000.
Where did these kids get that kind of money to give away? A large part of it comes from their local community foundations, but a lot of it is raised by the kids themselves through a dollar drive in their schools.
Thank you.
Me and Sean got our friends actually to help us. They went around and explained to people and got money from them.
And where did Jennifer learn about doing a dollar drive? From Dollar Drive Training, a workshop put on by the Youth Philanthropy Initiative of Indiana.
The Dollar Drive is an opportunity for youth to contribute their time, talent, and treasures for the common good.
We hope that by involving them and teaching them about giving and caring and serving other people, that they have that ethic when we need their leadership and their support.
Just write the figure $1. Each of you is going to try to sell your cause to someone else.
I will give you 40 cents.
You know what philanthropy is, you do philanthropy, you are philanthropists.
They really do care, and they really want to have the opportunity to make a difference.
I love it, actually. It's a lot of fun. It's something I hope to continue doing even after I'm out of this group.
You've seen a number of stories that reveal how young people are contributing to their communities through volunteerism, philanthropic giving, and just plain hard work. Often in our communities, we come in contact with others who have different ideas or attitudes. And attitude is an important part of community building. It determines how we get along better with others. In our final story, you'll see how young people are helping those a little younger than themselves view the world from a different perspective. The result? A community of youngsters with new skills for resolving their differences. There's a place in the woods near Trafalgar, Indiana, where the lessons of outdoor nature are combined with the best lessons of human nature to provide young Hoosiers with the tools they need to be solid, responsible, respectful members of the community. Where are we? What is this remarkable place? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Peace Camp.
Peace Camp is an outdoor environmental experience for every IPS 6th grade class.
Yes, every 6th grader in the Indianapolis Public Schools gets a chance to get out and enjoy the great outdoors at Peace Camp. When you went on the walk today, what are the kinds of things you saw?
Well, we saw a chipmunk and we saw a frog.
What was the word this morning, diversity, that we talked about? Remember that?
and about different things living together.
But Peace Camp is more than just an over the river and through the woods experience for city kids, a lot more. Tim, what is this? What's going on here?
Well, this is our Team Challenge course.
Through Peace Camp's Team Challenge, campers learn to trust one another and to work together toward a common goal.
What they're trying to do is get across the wire by helping each other. They can use the rope to help them, and they're making sure each other are safe. It's really important to build trust because so many times we're faced as individuals, and if we just go at it alone, then you know, a lot of times we're not successful. But if we can teach kids to work together, to cooperate, to communicate, and to get through these kind of challenges that we give them, they learn a lot from that.
But what about those times in life when working together just doesn't seem to work? What happens when you find yourself face to face with conflict?
At Peace Camp, we try to focus on peacemaking skills. Conflict's part of our lives all the time. We all have conflicts, but it's how we deal with conflicts that determine whether conflict will go to violence or whether it will go to peace.
No, so why would you want to pop other people's balloons?
We teach I messages where we teach kids to say, I feel mad when you do this, instead of blaming the other person first and saying, you made me feel mad.
If I'm walking down, just, you know, like kids do, just punching you. What's an I message you'd send to me?
Say, Judy, I feel mad when you mess with me or hit me. Would you please stop?
What do you think that's going to make me do?
You would think about it. Well, you'd probably stop, most likely.
Well, life is complicated. Things like peace are complicated issues, and Peace Camp itself has to be complicated. I know it didn't just happen.
That's right. It's a community collaboration. At the Peace Learning Center, we work with the Indianapolis Public Schools to put this on.
Indianapolis Public Schools is really proud of what we've been able to accomplish with the Peace Learning Camp. When the children go back to school, we see that there is a carryover, which is, of course, what we want.
But that takes resources, and so we've got a lot of foundation and corporate support to be able to do that. And the Indiana FFA Leadership Center that's here has been a very gracious host in hosting the experience.
Another essential aspect of the Peace Camp puzzle is the continued support and inspired participation of AmeriCorps and its army of tireless young volunteers. Tim, these young people with AmeriCorps are really an important part of what you're doing, aren't they?
That's so true. You know, at the Peace Learning Center, we have 45 AmeriCorps members who are helping us with a lot of different programs, and Peace Camp's one of the central programs that we have. And they want to help teach kids peaceful ways to deal with their conflicts and share this beautiful natural environment with them.
All right, hold up, guys. Did you guys enjoy the nature hike today? Yes, excellent.
Young, enthusiastic Hoosier volunteers reaching out to inspire other Hoosiers who are even younger toward a greater respect for their environment, a greater respect for one another, and a peaceful resolution to life's inevitable conflicts. Yes, many wonderful things happen at Peace Camp, and that is something worth making noise about. Well, we've seen a lot of things worth making noise about today, haven't we? And the great thing is that all of us can pitch in and make a difference wherever we find ourselves. To find out more about any of the programs you've seen here, click on the Communities Building Community website at wfyi.org. I hope you want to explore what's going on in your community or start something new. To get started, we're offering some action steps. Contact your local community foundation, United Way, or schools to find out what is already going on in your area, like the Youth Philanthropy Initiative or Community Service Days. And don't forget, these programs depend on financial donations too. Put together a team of your co-workers to volunteer with a local school or youth program, or make a list of community needs and possible solutions. Then find a group in your community and together figure out ways to get things done. These are just a few ideas. I'm sure you can come up with more to add to this list, and we'll have more on our website. During the course of this series, you are going to meet a lot of inspiring people and see some very effective programs that are building community all across the state. Hopefully, you will say to yourself, I can do that. It doesn't always take a lot of time or money to make a big difference in people's lives. Just look at the great example the young people you have seen are setting. I'm Judy O'Bannon. Join us again next week for Communities Building Community.
Communities Building Community with Judy O'Bannon is made possible by viewers like you and the following.
The Indianapolis Foundation, the community foundation partnering with charitable people since 1916 to make Indianapolis a better place to live.
The Annie E. Casey Foundation, making connections in Indianapolis to help children grow up in strong families and a supporting and connected community.
The Health Foundation of Greater Indianapolis, dedicated to preserving and enhancing the physical, mental, and social life of the community.
The Indiana Association of United Ways, bringing Indiana United Ways together to help them create a successful future.
The Indiana Grantmakers Alliance, dedicated to advancing philanthropy throughout Indiana.
Additional support comes from Indiana Community Foundations, serving you and your community, and the Owsley Brown II family.